But JCap easing up here as he is going to get discovered, taken down as well. Octane now trying to hold that line. He's able to trade out these kills, and back and forth we're starting to see these kills go through as now John heavily pressured right now, still playing his life really well as the stalemate continues to boil down with just a little bit over 90 seconds yet to play on the second side. This extended play can go the distance here again.
We can see now it is going to be Luminosity who starts to spread out around that halfway mark on the map. Pristini going to be able to move through that screen of players, and now from Logs lets out some shots as he actually does move into cabin. Octane going to secure himself a kill onto Silly. Slack can do it on Pristini as well, and this is the opportunity. Not going to be able to get it though. Clayster comes up absolutely massive. Moving inside of Bunker as well. He is safe, and just like that, he's going to be able to get the score streaks. That's going to be enough to take out the flag carrier. More score streaks coming in as well. These score streaks could be enough to get this flag. If they are able to find this here, there's only 50 seconds of regulation time left. This is the final round. That fighter pilot's able to pick off quite a few, and all of a sudden this one is looking like it can be closed out here in these 30 seconds, but the flag carrier going to be relatively safe for the time being. It is on EUnited to get back there as quick as possible before the respawns do come in, but you can see John and JCap both going to be spawning, both going to be moving out. Not going to be able to get the kill though. JCap does go down to Pristini. Silly picks up another two-piece as well. Now taking a peek at Arcides. Arcides is a little bit in the back, starting to climb his way through. Respawns have finally come in for Luminosity.
This is looking like it's just going to be going into that regulation time once again, as the tie has gone through. 60 seconds has been added. Clayster, though, his usage of streaks was a little different there, Rich, because of the fact that he was able to pick up some kills, but all of his teammates were dead. There was nothing that could be done once he killed those players, and unfortunately, they couldn't get the return. So, unfortunately, Clayster wasting his streaks there, not able to get those to go his way, but Arcides starting to open things up here. JCap is going to pick up a crucial kill, and now Slack is by himself as Silly is pushed up as well, trying to get this cut in the last remaining 25 seconds to see if he can make the hero play for EUnited.
Yeah, I mean, hindsight's also 2020, right? You see that the regulation play is dwindling down. You want to try to call in those streaks and make something happen, hoping that the respawns and the timing will actually go your way, hoping that you can get over there, but ultimately we are still in this stalemate. It's been a bit of a standoff here. Few kills getting traded back and forth, but ultimately the team's able to preserve their flag carrier. A nice kill comes out from JCap, and once again, the trade just comes in, and that's going to be a round draw.
This is going the distance. Both of these teams showing they are patient enough to continue to force extended play on the CTF, and the streaks, you know, look like they were going to open things up for EUnited, but as I mentioned before, now we're starting from a clean slate. However, the cap that comes through here on overtime will set that time, and then after that, those stalemates aren't going to favor the team that's trailing it by any means.
And starting this one right off, quite a lot of time, but like you said, the main thing is how quickly can a cap come in. In those regulation rounds, we see that both these teams able to get a pull at around the same time. The counter pull does come in, and ultimately that standoff does happen. But streaks for Slack can potentially break up this rhythm if they can get that early pull to start things off, to set the tempo for the other team. Sees Silly, and now Slack is just an absolute monster. This going to be fully streaked out.
This could have turned things around for LG as they're also pressuring the map. Octane getting those stuns to connect as he's working his way up. And of course, is going to be in a position. And of course, that frag grenade actually did not connect, as it was just an interesting turn of events here. The flag will be pulled. That is Pristini, as you'll be able to see it from his point of view, but he gets shut down. That flag is going to be returned. And once again, it is back to neutral flags at their individual bases. Silly has an answer, though, and unfortunately will get shut down, leaving Arcides to try to play his life in mid-map.
Main thing is Slacked has been able to drop 28 so far, looking to potentially drop 30 inside of this. And he has full streaks to work with. So as much as everything did reset, we know that that is the ace in the hole for Luminosity. Maybe trying to ride this out, though, to the second round. Can see that they haven't invested them yet. Silly, once again, just getting phenomenal shots in. He has just been able to just thread needles with a needle so far with this gun. Going to be able to actually chuck in that grenade as well. Going to be able to find a kill. Silly is a man possessed at the time being. Finally, Octane going to put him in his place using that grenade. Octane now looking for another as well. Marching up a straight down road. This mid road as well. If they are able to get this push, this could just be a run for them already. Only 3 minutes going to remain here. Clayster up around rock, up around logs, trying to hold that line, but that is not the way that we see Luminosity push.
John opening up things mid lane. Octane there to support as well. He needs this kill to go home. Unfortunately, he will drop, so will Octane. Slack now, the first line of offense coming in for LG as he's trying to do everything possible to keep those flagpoles alive here for LG. But so far, JCap, last player alive here, has to wait for teammate support once again. And EUnited is trying to push out and get some offensive plays to go their way as well. Look at Pristini, he's pushed up all the way, and I'm looking forward to seeing exactly how these flagpoles will get stopped, because remember, Slack's still sitting at 29 and 19
right
now.
I mean, that's the thing. You got to look at Pristini with this sneaky play up around bunker. Slack does get a big kill onto Silly here, trying to convert a flag cap of zone, but Pristini being very patient. The thing that he needs to worry about is when these respawns actually will come in. He actually gets a good feel for it, able to run straight through bunker with this cap. Clayster with a massive two-piece. This could just be enough for them to run away with this, and we are going to see that Pristini is going to get back to his team just in time. Last line of defense going to be Slack yet again. Not going to call in those streaks. Going to get taken down. That's going to be the cap for EUnited. 1 on the scoreboard for them. Primed to take this. But with how late that cap did actually come in, there's going to be a considerable amount of time on the board. 3 minutes right now. Luminosity still does have those score streaks as well to work with. But a beautiful cap coming in there from Pristini. Amazing map awareness, and a big two-piece from Clayster is going to be enough for EUnited to take the lead inside of this. Now, once again, big kills going to come in. That's just enough to take out the entire team. Respawns do start to come in, but ultimately, Arcity should be able to quell a lot of the pressure that Luminosity does throw out. Arcity has a good line, but ultimately, he gets turned on by John. Silly does trade out, but that kill is going to be massive. Octane marching up the side, right through Cave. If he can find a kill here, this could be a potential pull coming in from Luminosity to contest against EUnited.
This is looking like it could be LG's moment to try to get that going. Of course, you're going to see on the other side too, as it was JCap able to open things up as well. That's 3 down for EUnited. They're looking like they're getting their offensive pull going. That is going to be the flag pull here. And with 2 minutes left, they could easily beat this time if this flag can go through. Remember, Slack does have those streaks as well, but the shutdown's going to happen. The flag is going to be kept alive from JCap. He can be the hero here.
Yeah, you can see JCap's positioning was perfect there. He's going to have to rotate, though, around the outside. Those streaks finally going to be cut in. Now the flag carrier is going to be knocked down with the counterpull as well. Now that counterpull is going to be shut down. Octane and Slack coming alive, trying to stop that, and that is the cap. 1-1, a Luminosity against EUnited.
What an incredible way to finish out that OT right there. That much time left on the clock is really, really difficult to surpass when you're playing for these, picks on certain areas of the map. It takes too much time to develop those offensive pushes, and keeping that aggression there, it was just crazy to be.